welcome to Nashville Licks, everybody. I'm Barry Jurgen. I got to tell you, I'm pretty excited today because what we have here is my first real Les Paul. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I'm old. And this is the first one that I've ever bought. I just got it off a good friend of mine for an incredible price, and I'm so thankful, and thanks to you, brother. And hey, this is almost a tribute to you and our friendship. So what we have here is a 2005, judging by the serial number, and this is called a Les Paul Faded. They made them from 2005 to 2009. It's basically a standard, and they just did a satin finish on it. So this one's been upgraded with some Lindy Fralin True PAFs, I think they're called, and has some RS Guitar Works special sort of controls and stuff like that. And also this top, it looks like somebody's tried to age this. We'll get some closer pictures of this. And I can tell because on the binding it's actually kind of damaged too. But I love the sound of this guitar, and I love it clean. And if you follow my channel at all, you know I'm a country guy, and I play clean most times. I like to rock out, and this thing's great for that too. However, the one thing I wasn't really crazy about this guitar was the tomato finish. I hated it. But such a good deal, I had to jump on it. I believe they call this a traditional heritage burst, if memory serves me correct. So other than that, I mean, the guitar is pretty stock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to refinish this my way. It's going to be the first time I ever tried it. Hey, on a Les Paul, what am I, crazy? But I got a couple tricks up my sleeve that I'm going to try. So hope you enjoy this video. And I thought we'd do something different here on Nashville Licks. So it's the last time she's going to look like this on Nashville Licks, that's for sure. This is the pamphlet from 2005 where Gibson had started these up in the top there. That's what mine was supposed to be. Didn't quite look that way. So I started searching on the internet, what colors do I like? And I found I liked the deeper sort of wine brown with some yellow. And I came across this guy, and I totally recommend watching his video from start to finish if you really want to know details. These are the products that I used in this. When I started, I took it all down to bare wood, and then I started the process, and I found that what I ended up doing was just washing the colors into each other, and it came that ugly brown. So we're starting again. We'll do a time lapse on this. So 2 coats of yellow, and then I did my red color, and then I let it dry. And that was a secret, always let it dry. So when I applied the red and I'm done with that, then I'll take the yellow and I'll sort of push it out and blend it into the red. So pushing the red out to the outsides. That's what I found worked best for me. And letting it dry every time was key. So I used a red dye, but I wanted it a little darker, so I used a very, very little bit, like a 1/16 of a teaspoon of black, and that got me to where I wanted it to be. Now, when you're doing this, it looks nice when it first goes on, and I'm thinking, wow, is this color really going to work? I wasn't sure. And then I started putting on the True Oil, and then you can really start to see the depth, which is just beautiful. Now, this guitar doesn't have the best figuring in the world, but I thought it looked pretty good to me anyway. Now, again, this guitar was made as a satin finish. It wasn't super glossy, so I wasn't really worried about getting a gloss finish on it. But I thought, hey, I'm here, let's take it to that point. So what you're seeing is about 15 coats of True Oil, and at this point here I am where I'm wet sanding. This is probably about the 12th coat that I started wet sanding with 2000 grit and a little mixture of Ryan Coke. No, it is True Oil mixed with a little bit of mineral spirits to try to fill in the pores. And then I wet sanded a little more just with some mineral spirits. And I actually found that I burnt through the finish. So I had to stop, and I would have liked to have wet sanded further, but I just didn't have enough coats. And it was fine for me, and I'm impatient. I just wanted this guitar done anyways. So this is what she looked like in the beginning, as you saw before. And this is the color that it ended up being at the very end. And I was very, very pleased with what I was able to do at a first try on a guitar. And on some of these close-ups, you can tell where it's not a super gloss type finish, and there's some little bit of pores in there, orange peel, but really doesn't matter to me. Again, it's my guitar, and it looks a lot better than it did, so I'm super, super happy with this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that quick time lapse, and let's play this thing a little bit. Hey everybody. Well, here she is, all done, looking a little bit different than it did before. I'll tell you, this process was, it wasn't easy. It was fun, but it wasn't easy. It took some time, and if you're impatient like me, probably not a good thing. However, I didn't feel like sending this guitar out to get it done by anybody. You know what? Maybe one day I will. I don't know. She's mine, and I can do whatever I wanted. But I'm so pleased that I was able to get the colors the way that I wanted. I would like the finish to be a little more professional, but that's okay. I'm still absolutely thrilled with it, and it was worth my effort to do it. I know that when I started this, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? But I think I got myself out of it, which is good. And again, I'm going to put some links in the description. That one guy, I don't know if it's German or Italian. I have no idea. But that guy just does such a good job. Now, don't give up on true oil finish. I've seen this guy that does lap steels, glass finish, if that's what you're after. And I'll try to find a link to that too to help some of you folks out. But if you got a guitar kicking around that you want to sort of change the color on and do a different sort of finish on the top as a finish coat, True Oil is pretty easy to work with, and I learned so much throughout this process, and I'd say that's the biggest takeaway. But I'm going to put some covers on this thing. I got them ordered, and some some knob indicators on here, and yeah, I just I'm pretty happy. Anyways, Nashville licks, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this quick little video, and we will see you soon. Rock on!